Alex Pereira relinquished his belt. What the hell does this mean? Well, let's tag in my old partner, Daniel Cormier. Now, Daniel Cormier comes out and speaks. And anytime Daniel speaks, right, it's a lot like when Jon Anik speaks. I never know if they're like we do. We're guessing. We're fans. Or if they're revealing inside information. Like if anybody wanted to know or did know what's going in the minds from the war room, Daniel would have access, the same as when Anik says something. So I always have to wonder. But Daniel put out, and he said, I can't imagine that Alex Champion is going to leave to a new division just for a fight. And what Daniel meant is, I think he's fighting for a belt. I agree. And I don't just agree today. I brought you guys this 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and as recently as Friday of last week, which is, I told you, I think Alex is going to be on the White House card. As a matter of fact, I think that he's fighting Ciryl Gane. As a matter of fact, I think it's going to be for a belt. And the question and the big drama, is it going to be for Tom's belt? Or is it going to be for an interim title? But it is very difficult for me to believe that Alex Pereira is going to leave a world title just to go up. Now, I'm following the golden rule in life. I'm putting myself in somebody else's shoes. I worked my entire life. I sacrificed whatever that meant. Physically, mentally, relationship, like whatever it took, got put on hold and got put in second position so that I could win a belt. When you get a guy that's won as many as Alex, I imagine that it gets looked at different. Like when Jon Jones gave his belt back at 205 pounds, I could not relate. I could not imagine having so much success that I could give a world title away. It's the opposite. I wanted to win a world title. So I just share with you, like, everything's on the table, including the notion that Pereira is moving up and he's going to show everybody that he's big enough and good enough and can move up. And then after that, we'll look at a title. Like, all of these things are at play. But you want to know what else is at play? Pereira versus Jon Jones. And I'm light on the idea. I think the fact that Jon isn't ranked means something. And I think the fact that Jon has made it so clear that the White House is important to him almost works against him. Because what we really need, if we're going to put you in a position to have the belt, is to know that you're going to come back, that you're going to defend the belt, that it's not just everything into this one night. And Jon put a statement out over the weekend. He said, yes, I am in negotiations. I have made my stance clear, which to me says, I'll do the fight, I'll do it with Pierre, I'll do it any way that you want to do it, but I'm going to need this. All right, fair, negotiation. But then he finished the statement by saying, I would love to represent America one more time. And that to me was the problem. If there is an attitude that it's one more time, it's very difficult to then do that for a championship which has a lineage and carries on. So this is just some of the politics. This is just some of the stuff, because Dana White has come out and said that we could have an answer for the White House, meaning know who the matches are going to be, as soon as this week. So if we're just having fun over here, guys, and we're just speculating, we got to get our guesses in. I am standing on the idea of Ciryl against Pereira. And I'm standing on the idea that it's going to be for a belt. What do you guys think? Are you as open to I am as Alex Pereira being a heavyweight? It adds years to Alex's life. The number one reason a fighter retires is because he doesn't want to make weight anymore. And no fighter will ever retire and tell you it's because I'm tired of the lifestyle and everything that goes into the scale. But that's the number one reason. The number one reason that Khabib stopped, he didn't want to make weight anymore. Just by example. And so Alex Pereira, not ever having to worry about that weight cut again, which has burdened him his entire life through his kickboxing career. Through his time at 185, which he finally said, I'm not doing it anymore. His time at 205, it's not the same spot. Alex can still make 205. I'm just sharing, like, this is a very different Alex Pereira. I have watched this guy train. A lot. He is disciplined. He works hard. He does not miss practice. He's the first guy there. He's the last one to leave. Like, one of these things, the things that you would expect from a champion, but he's always had to fight two battles. He's got to get ready to fight the guy that's going to be standing across from him, and he's got to fight the scale. He doesn't have to fight the scale anymore. I not only predict for you that we're going to see a successful, awesome Alex Pereira, I submit for you, you're going to see the best version of Alex Pereira. And I think that's a very scary thought. I'm not sure people can really compartmentalize what goes in to having to beat the scale, right? And it's just basic logic. Let's say you got a 2-hour practice, but 90 minutes of it is doing the sport, and then 30 minutes of it is a level of cardio, not to get in shape, purely to keep your sweat going and keep your body sharp and trying to get some calories off. He doesn't have to do that anymore. He goes to a 2-hour practice, he can focus 2 hours on the sport. It's a very interesting proposition. And we always tend to hedge against the guy moving up. We questioned Islam's ability. We questioned Ilia Toporia's ability. We tend to always question that, but history tends to then always show us that the smaller guy has the advantage. Alex Pereira is going to heavyweight. We don't know anything else. But I am standing by my assertion it is for a title fight at the White House.